Welcome to the 18th day of February, a day after the sarcasm has happened and some scenarios shagara bagara had happened in Nyabuhanse. Back again, welcoming you back to the channel. Let's go, let's redeem, let's make it happen. It's underscore Gintu, your host, making it and leveling it up as this is the beginning. Much of the talk has been already spoken out, and much of the people are waiting for this kind of the video to come out, and it's out already as you're watching it from wherever you are. Thank you very much for supporting and making sure that we are vibing together as a team. But we have some of the sarcasm and some scenarios that are bifurcatively controversial and insistively consisting of the negative impact to the real effect of the day, back to the sport, back to the game, as we make it happen. Because we have much of the entanglements and endowments of the day that we have to cover and make them move forward of the day. And we collect and talk about the 18th day of the February has gone vanish. Here we start the spot. I've seen already I've been put in a scenario, and much of the people are also making sure that they are getting Gintu into the red spot. And to the real effect of the day, one of the things that do occur, do happen, we have to think critically before we lament about it. And this is just a call, because I was not part of the program on whenever the attack was there. But I was so willingly to make sure that we're going to be getting forward, but not late hours, because everybody has his own timeline and schedules of the day. Not that I'll go with somebody's schedule, the way that, oh, Ginto, I want you to go this way, I go that way. That one can never happen to my life, ever. And I have my own schedule that at this time I'll be there, at this time I'll be somewhere. When I have just formulated that way, then you hijack my own timetable. I have to fix you in another day. And guys, this is what has just caused much of the embracement that has come out, talking about Gintu is looking for the content, and some, I don't understand how it's just looking for the content, yet I received the video from them and talking about we have been attacked. So how am I looking for the content, yet they sent me the video? And also, you can never tell Gintu that you have to get me to a police station, or we have to gauge ourselves and go to the police station, not telling me, not telling us what happened and why did the person come to attack. That's the first equation that we could have just posted. Because if I want to narrate the real video how it was, because we might be talking about something has happened to somebody and not getting the real vibe, why this kind of a person went and how was he going there and how was it. So I've just analyzed and get much of the review, because I talk about NBI. The Nyabuhanse Bureau of Investigation was put into the platform to make sure that they're going to be discovering what happened and what was going on yesterday as the scenario went to occur and to Mugesi's boutique. And when I can just listen to the video and so it means that from the sound, for the people who don't understand how I gauged and understood how the video was, Lady J was complaining about the two boys were about to talk about hit him or bang him onto the road using the motorbike. That is the claim, and he is asking, why did this happen? Why did you want? And you know, guys, even if you go to the court, there are 3 cases that you're gonna be getting. It's either you did it, or they have just hooked up you that you wanted to do it, and there's attempt to do it. Now that is the biggest one. You attempt you wanted to attempt to do it. This is why Lady J is complaining that they attempted to hit him onto the road. And that was the first video I understood. And from the analytification of getting why he went there, he wanted to ask them, I've never done anything wrong to you. I'm doing my own things. I'm always happening on myself. I don't go hand in hand with Marwa. And why are you coming to attack me, or you want to hit me with your motorbike? Now it was sarcasm. So he went to ask about it. And now we were turned. Now this is the second video. It was Ernesto. This is Ernesto. You get it? You get it? So Ernesto is talking about that one was it was by the way, it could not happen, or it's like a person misses you onto the road and talk about, oh, or a person hit you and talk about, oh, I'm sorry, I never intended. So he's talking about it was not an intention for them to do that kind of an accident. So for them to come out right now and talk about Gintu denied to go to the police station, and whenever I just go there, they will ask me, were you at the scene? What am I going to talk about? Was I there? I only received the video onto my phone. And I talked about, okay, what happened? I asked what happened. They talked about we were attacked here and there. Lady J was crying, asking that let me go and call my father. We were hooked up already. Because sometimes you have to say or set the record clear. How was the beginning of it? And how did it attempt? And he came to make sure that he's coming to your own premises. And yes, Lady J did something wrong, going to the premises and attack the premises and attack him there, or go to ask. But the real effect of the one, Lady J could have done one thing. He could have gone to talk about the elderly, the people who are just elderly there, talk about there's a chief, there's a sub-chief, there's a village elder. Take one. Or take one policeman. Talk about let's go and solidarize this kind of the thing. And talk about me, I don't have any grudge with this kind of the boys, or I don't have this kind of the thing. Yes, he could have done that following the law, how it is recommending somebody to do it. And talk about, okay, I have come with somebody who is the village elder. We'll come and call them together and talk about, hey, you wanted to cause an accident with this kind of a person, but can you say I'm sorry, then it goes over. Or Lady J could not go there to the asset to make sure that he's asking. Now it will look like he's going to attack them because of the two draft methods that are continuing outside in Nyamwase. Because the team, it doesn't go hand in hand with the team of Kenge. And they know that if Lady J is the brother to Kenge, all of them are the same. That's why people uptake it. But now he went there and asked. And from the video, how you can just ask and just get the real concept about it, it was talking about, why have I ever, talk about, have I ever accused you? That's the talk from Lady J. Have I ever abused you? I'm always doing my own things. Why do you want to hit me onto the road using a motorbike? That was the first statement of Lady J. And now we have the next one. Next section was coming from Ernesto himself, and he was admitting himself that yes, we were about, yes, it was like an attempt, but we are sorry about it. You hear it? It was like an attempt which we are sorry about it. We never intended to. We never had an intention to do it or an intention to hit him onto the road, which was you hear? So it means that he's administering himself, and now they're coming out to talk about Gintu should go to the police station and write a statement, and yet it's at night. And whenever you want to talk about at what time did the scenario happen, why couldn't you call me and talk about Gintu? I've been attacked this and that and this. How do you see it? And how do you think we can do it? Now coming at late hours at night, 8:30 at night, and talking about Gintu, we go to the police station. Am I a fool? I go there, wait, I'm having a vest. I go and sleep there. Then people who are going to know, talk about Gintu, and people will just talk about, oh, they will be laughing, talk about, oh, now you have been got there and things are not going. You remember much of the people we talk about Gintu, you remember you thrown and this and then there's so much of the chaos here. But I know how I'm appearing to which kind of the place, at what time. At not that I should just wake up early in the morning and talk about today I'm going to the police station. It will never happen. And you cannot force me that, okay, we have to go because we are the same team. Well, that's not ever happened that way. And even a person who does such kind of a thing, he knows. But the real effect, how am I going to write the statement? Because I will be the witness, yes. Now I'm there and talking about, oh, do you have the witnesses? Yes, Gintu is part of the witness. Now, give me the real point about what am I going to talk about. Okay, now we go to the court. Now they talk about, okay, we have witness number one, Gintu. Tell us how the scenario was. I tell them that they sent me the video, then I watched, then I reacted. It could be something which is sarcasm. And to the real effect of the day, it's something that they never think about, think before you leap about it. Because talking about, even Masubo was there, yes, at night. He called me at night. At what time was it? Let me check at what time was it. You were calling me at, let me check, because I have the call history here. And it was, yeah, it was the marked one. It is the marked one. Mogesi is there. It was 1944 at night. 1944. And you're calling me to go to the police station and write a statement. Yet the scenario happened early in the morning there. So it could just be a default. Yes, we can just go and record a statement. But the time you are coming, other people are just already subject to other things. And also sometimes you can find that we let's go in the morning and do it. But we are not called in the morning that, oh, how do you see? I have found the reaction already has been put there that we are just going for the content. Who sent the video to Gintu here? So the real effect of the day is sometimes we might be gauging some other things that are not conditionally or are not portfolized into such kind of the scenario how it goes. And to the real effect of cooking each other now, it seems that now there are people who are just now getting hungry that, oh, Gintu never supported us to do this, and yet I was not there when you attempted to do it. Because I don't know at which kind of a road are we talking about. Some people are talking about it was a narrow road. I was not there. I don't know which road was there. And whenever we talk about, okay, we were just passing here, they're passing here, and they're talking about that way. I don't know which kind of the road. I don't know where. I don't know at what time. So when I'm going as a witness now to talk about, oh, I'm the first witness. Yes, Gintu is there. Write your statement. Okay, how am I going to write it? So sometimes you have to think about it. I was not at the scene. And during that time, some people are just talking about, oh, Gintu is always throwing Mogesi into an imbroglio and just leaving him there. I was not there. Whenever they just talk about, okay, this and this was happening this way, I was not knowing. And whenever I just broadcasted a video yesterday, I said, I was talking about Lady J did it wrong. And they know, and this is the hookup. This is why they're doing it. And even yesterday, I went to Nyabuanse to look for, I went and I parked my vehicle alongside where Lady J is always parking. I was waiting for him to ask about, why do you attack our team? And what do you want specifically? So what do you want us to handle? But at the same time now, it's now becoming like I was maybe in front of them or in front of what. And whenever he called me, guys, I'm telling you that as a fact because let me check at what time he called me that Gintu we are going to the police post there. Just wait for me. And it was 1824. In the evening, and he told me that, oh, Gintu, where are you, man? I'm somewhere very close to Nyabuanse. I want to take you. Then we go to the police station there and write a statement. I said, yes. Come. Where are you specifically? Okay, come and take me from Nyabuanse, where we are always eating the street food from, and I'm parking besides where Lady J is always parking the vehicle, and come here and take me, then we go. And he just took a lot of time until he just came to call me again at 1944, 1 hour waiting at the same position, talking about we have to go where. And the real effect of the day, and whenever a person is coming out to talk about, I don't know why this kind of the people fear the police here and there. Guys, as you know the history and how the things are going, you know, they were just looking for me like Safari, right? Whenever they hear that they have got Gintu, and I'm always broadcasting whenever a police comes, I'm broadcasting it live because there's not much of fearing anybody here. And whenever they talk about Gintu is fearing police, whenever I was there in the tear gas time, just making sure that even I was bringing the video from the police mouth here, live, to make sure that people can get the real fact. What was I doing? And the person talking about Gintu can just fear police. What am I fearing for? And to the real effect of the time that we are just talking about, we have been calling upon so as people can just come together and make it happen. There's no one who can just come and talk about, oh, let's make a little bit of a demonstration and make sure that this kind of the family is put aside. And to the real effect of sometimes you have to gauge how things are always going. Because if you go even to ask or you go to the police custody and write a statement getting an OB, it's not a problem. Yes, we'll get an OB. But when this kind of the cases started and will start and they start investigating how it started, who is going to fall into it? I'll be just removing my false accusations. And to the real effect of the day, I told people that they're talking about, oh, Gintu has already filmed and has broadcasted it live. Between me and them, who broadcasted it live? And between how we got the point from them, what happened and how it happened. Then I reacted from what I saw from them, from their video, because I was not into that position. And from there are many of the reactors who reacted upon it. Talk about, I saw Mora reacted upon it. Why are they not talking about, oh, this kind of, we invited Mora to come so as we can go to the police post there. They never attended. Is it a fact how the people can just talk about it? Talk about, I saw Prince Odinga there. He reacted upon the video. I was part of the program. I saw it. And I tell people that a reaction has to come, whether you like it or not. Whether you emphasize, whether you deny, whether you do whatever you want to do, a reaction has to occupy. The best thing is, I was not the first person to put such kind of a video and the person talk about, oh, Gintu was narrating it. Because from my understanding, how I just watched your video and I understood. And now, I did what? I now a little bit added some things that you never added, because sometimes you can talk about you are the people who are affected, but how you are attacked and how you are talking, we can know how you are determined, how embraced you are, how solidarity it is, how empathy, they talk about the sympathy we're going to be placing unto you. And to make sure that things are falling. Because yesterday I talked about even Led J was not doing something genuine as a man. And think to go to a person's talk about an asset, they are just much of their own history and much of their own affidavit of the day. They are going to be coming at any time. Talk about Machete Man has ever come to my home, but I recorded Machete Man, and I never talked about Machete Man has come to attack me. I told people what we conversated and how he came and how we introduced ourselves and how things went. Sometimes it's not a must that you have to put a camera in front of a person so as you can take a video. It doesn't matter. Me, I have my own techniques of making sure that I can film a person and no one can ever know. And even if you search me, maybe you will never get whatever you want to get. To the real effect of the day, it's coming this one. That, yes, both of them had a mistake. Maybe Mogesi and Ernesto could listen to this kind of a man and talk about what are we. Maybe it was a changing point, but they never recognize it. Maybe it was about, hey, because he talked about we are villagers. We are coming from the same village. We are coming from the same point. We are coming from the same background. Why can't we sit down as we and talk? Because it was about, from the statement of Mogesa who was coming out, it was that I wanted to talk with you because I wanted to solidarize and talk about why do you want to hit me, yet I've never talked bad about you. I've never attacked you. I've never done this and done this to you. Why do you want to do it to me? So it was like a talk. It was coming to have a talk. Maybe it was a changing point, but they never saw it. But when now you talk about, sometimes if a person comes with a good will, then you see that, oh, you are recording the guy direct. Because I saw the reaction of Davy Jr. talking about, you are recording me. So it means that he wanted to have a simple conversation, but they started the filming. Yes, it was a good capture that they could just capture what was happening. And coming out to tell us that, oh, there were so many people, but I saw like like 4 people in that kind of the room. And there were the people who are making sure that they're squeezing out Lady J with the other gentleman called Bradagi. They were just being pulled out of the boutique. And they're telling us, oh, there are so many people who are just inside. No. But the video dictates how many people are there. How Lady J was forcing about, why are you wanting to attack me? Why do you talk me bad? Why do you do this to do that? So to the real effect of the day, both sides have a problem. They could have solidarized themselves. They could have put their own grudges and talk about, let's handle this. Sometimes I talked about, diplomacy or mediation comes in a hard way. A person to ever come out and sit down and talk about, I want to sit down with the J and have a conversation, it will be very hard, but it will be one of the best moments ever, because we have to join each other. And right now they know that each team, it has its own benefits. They know. But talking about, again, Gintu is just coming to do it because of this. And maybe it's because Gintu has just make sure that I'm posting the video, and maybe it has been watched with many people, and the main target who were attacked, they have not got. So that's the point. Maybe I'm checking about it. Because maybe Gintu, he posted the video. Now people have watched it so quickly. Maybe has cut your own views. It doesn't matter, because I posted not the first person, but I had left. Even if you look at the time zone, I've not even finished some hours there. It has just come over. And what about they posted very early about it. And the point of coming out to point fingers that this kind of a person could have done this way, we could have gone to the police station and recorded the statement. Yes, do you want a psych of people just crowding you as an individual to go and write a statement, or going to be included to be one of the writers of the statement there? I don't understand which kind of the point they were putting out in terms of talking about, oh, this kind of the people, oh, they're just coming, oh, because even yesterday, whenever I talked about I cannot go to the police station at night, and I said it live, I cannot go at night. They could have told us the whole time from the morning to the evening time, to the night, what was happening at the middle stage there. Because I saw the boutique was closed. I never saw, because even I filmed when I was going to check on Lady J there. I filmed. Then I filmed and talk about how the boutique was closed there. But to the effect of the day, now coming out talk about, oh, even I went yesterday and I got one of the people who went there, and he was the one doing this. Hey, please leave it. No, don't do this, please. It was Brother Dagi. And he was part of the goons. Now he's being sent. He's being used. So he was there to sympathize, but he knew what he was coming there for. And I met with him yesterday and I talked about, hey bro, you are here. Why did you attack Mugesi? He just kicked and ignited the motorbike and left quickly, and talked about, don't film me. And somebody's talking about, oh, this and this. Up to that time, I was waiting for a call from Mugesi to come and call me that, hey, I'm now ready, or I have landed. Let's go to the police and record the statement. So whenever you want to come out and talk about it was about video, I talked about a reaction is something which is very, very different. It is true. Talk up. It is. Exactly. So it's a point that we have to gauge ourselves before we lament. And also the real effect of the day. Yes, our common enemy, it's the Kenge fraternity. And they have been doing much of the things that even people see. They're not good from the look, from east and west. But we are all talking about it. And yesterday I said it direct. It has been a sporting zone, because a boutique is becoming a sporting zone. Why couldn't he hire somebody so as he can just sell onto the boutique? Because whenever they want to find him, you will find only Mogesa at the boutique as normal. And somebody's talking about, oh, Gintu, why couldn't you protect Mogesi from this kind of the attacks? I was not available. Do you know that Gintu's position to Mogesi's position, it's about 2 kilometers. So from Mogesi's position to my position, it's very far, around 2 kilometers. And whenever he's just going to work, the only person who is always around himself is Ernesto, because he's the brother to another mother, to another father and mother there. So the real effect now comes out clearly. You can now gauge and know why is Gintu no longer available whenever the attacks are available. From my home to Nyabuanse is around 300 to 450. For what I see now, it means that could have been talk about somebody could have already given us the real vibe about okay, Gintu, make sure that okay, we're gonna be forming our own team to another zone, and you're gonna be having your own team to another zone, because much of the people are ever waiting for the three amigos talk about the NBI, talk about all the sarcasm, because I talked about we can all meet, we can just have videos. He always comes here, I always go there sometimes. We have a conversation, we all talk together, we all put our all sorts together, and we all talk about it. And now coming to point fingers, it means that now you want to cause about, oh, Gintu will throw some finger to this one, Gintu will point some fingers to that one. Now it will just be pointing fingers on our own. And maybe that is the point that they want to reach and to the brim right now, because Gintu is no longer interested about it. And the real effect of the day is about don't be aggressive about Gintu denied to go to the police. Yet you know much of the things how they're happening outside here. I was the bigger and one of the biggest alleged people and accused people to the police. And maybe they are looking for me. Now I go there one-on-one. Talk about what's your name? My name is Gintu. Okay, write your statement there. Okay, you have written. Maybe they are calling the other patrol to come and talk about, oh, now you are looking for you. Now you are here. We have so many things to handle. So sometimes you should know how to gauge. You should know how to gauge yourself. Whenever it comes to the clear, vivid response about let's go to this kind and this is and this and this. But don't be like, oh, I want Gintu only to talk about, oh, this kind of the party only was affected. But what about the other party? Whenever it will come to turn against us, what will happen? We'll have bifolded. We could have just been talk about mixed in and stirred together. And talk about now, tell us what happened. Were you available? Gintu was not long available. And also, talking about reporting is not a problem of reporting. Must we have a report? A person who was affected, who is the one to talk about, he is the one who knows how he was affected. Talking about he has an effect of the hand. He knows how the boutique was scrambled. He knows what happened from A, how they got in, how they came. Did they come with a motorbike? I don't know. So what am I going to write a statement? Yes, tell us that please, we are requesting for a backup, so as whenever we go there, we don't get armed. But don't tell Gintu that let's go and write a statement. Write a statement of what? I don't know, I know nothing. But tell us, I want a squad of team, so as we be together, whenever we're going to be having any circumstances there, we're going to be having a team. And there's nothing can ever happen because it's at night. And we go to the police station there and write a statement. But we have the local police station here. Not that, oh, they're talking about, oh, Gintu, even you are fearing the police of here. I'm telling them, my friend, a police is not your mother. A police is not your brother. A police can arrest even his own mother and talk about you are committing inorderly things. What about Gintu is coming from here? Do you think that a police cannot harm you? Have you known such kind of the things? Yes, you could have told us, give us a backup so we can go there. But telling Gintu that let's go and write a statement and be a witness, that's a wrong point. I was not available. So what am I going to speak? Even the person who is getting to my point clearly, what am I going to speak there? Will I just go there and just hang up? Yes, you can go and talk to them. Okay, you just write. We are here backupping you. Maybe it's that way. But don't tell Gintu to go and write us, tell Masubo to go and write a statement and talking about, oh, whenever we get a problem, you are running and getting some content clearly, and I was just not knowing anything. I was called. Guys, I'm telling you this as a fact because I never knew what was happening. I was continuing with my G Castle here and making sure that the G Castle is going on clearly. I got the first call around 12:05, approaching the noon time. I've got some of the attack here with Davy Jr. and with the other big around brother. And I've got some of the affection. They have just hit everything here. And I talked about, okay, I was in Mabera rushing with my car. I was getting some of the pipes from Mabera to come to my site. When I reached, even I never passed to my site here. I went direct to Nyabuanse to hear what had happened. Even if you ask, I went there with a brim of some seconds there, and I had reached to Nyabuanse to talk about, oh, what happened? When I came out from the vehicle, I met them outside and talked about, hey, man, we had been this and this and this and this, and this what has happened. Look at how the house is. We were with them inside here, and I asked them, one thing that I asked them, is that why couldn't you close the doors and wait for the moment? Because if you could be the one that has been got with this kind of the people, they could have hit you like a Cherokee drum. They could have put you into Mariamu, and you could be jailed with an immediate effect. But you allowed them to come in and intimidate you, assault you, and go out without anything. What did you do? What did you do for them to get out? And what did you do for you to retain them? So was their own fault. And whenever I reached there, I was told that Ernesto was being talked about. You are recording me. He has shut down already the video. No, shut down. No. Even he was told that go and close the door. He went and left the padlocks down there and never closed the door. So what am I going to speak about this kind of the things? So I'm not there. I don't know. That was the stories I was being told. But I never talked about them because I was not there. I talked about what I know about the family and how Lady J do behave. So sometimes come out with a clear response. If you want us to have a unity of talking about let's come together as a team and hold and put these people culpable and make sure that we are dealing with them perpendicularly per unit time. There's no pogromicity here. There's no osquams and postquams of the day. And there's no meandering and cornering here and there. Let's make sure that we are going to this kind of the people. And how many people will come out? Me, they never attempt me because they know who I am. They know that whenever things get bifaulted, they think about again to the fearing. And the real fact is, I can film anywhere and I can deal with them perpendicularly, me alone. How much times have I ever met with Machete Man? How much times have I met with Lady J? But he can never talk to me. We always meet. I have a car. Machete Man or the Lady J has a car. We always meet at the sections of Nyabuanse. Entering, maybe is coming from his own site. I'm going to the to Nyabuanse town there or to the center. Maybe we meet there. I go back, turn my vehicle. But have I ever talked about I have to bang him down? Yes, I have a vehicle. He has a vehicle. Now it will be a sarcasm. Yes, we have this kind of a fight, but we have a fight that it's extincted. Whenever I can just talk about, we have a talk. Let's talk about whenever I told you that I went never not knowing that it's Machete Man has just all Lady J. They were with Machete Man. They had made what? They had cut down some of the round pole. I went to take with my pickup. When I reached there, I found it's Machete Man on the site and Lady J. They never did to me nothing. And somebody's talking about, oh, Gintu going to be fearing. Whenever I saw them, I could have turned. But I went and I talked about, are you parking or not? Machete Man told me that, Tata, I don't want your services here. And I talked about who is going to be paying me. I talked about, okay, and there's no problem. But I was there. And some people talk about, oh, Gintu is fearing. I'm fearing nothing. And there's nothing I can ever fear in this kind of the programmicity of Nyabuanse, the telenovela, the sarcasms that are always happening here. The real effect of the day, let's come together and talk about, okay, let's handle this kind of the things once and for all. And we make it happen once and for all. But if you're talking about we go a demonstration at night, will it happen? It's like a person tells you that, oh, you know, it's now at night, let's go for demonstration. Who will happen to talk about this demonstration you are? Or you are going to gung some people out. So sometimes it's better whenever it's a daytime talk about, okay, let's go and make sure that we are putting this kind of the people culpable for what their services or what they're just doing to the villagers. But not going at night to talk about, okay, we might be doing a correct thing at a wrong time. Wrong duration of time. Yes, even the government cannot allow you. Even anybody can just hear such kind of a thing that you went to demonstrate or go and gun there. So same way I'm warning Lady J not to ever attempt such kind of the thing he ever did. Maybe they wronged you. Go and look for alternative. Go and talk about, okay, let me go look for a village elder. Yes, you are being aligned that you always go and lure money to this kind of the people. And you have been aligned and accused that you are the one who went to attempt of the steal. And you are the one who did all the things, all the stuffs into that kind of the boutique. And you just knocked down everything, even the much of, I don't know if it's the correct, I don't know, but I was not available. I don't know if the talk about the clothes were stolen. I don't know, I was not available. So whenever they go there and write a statement, my clothes were stolen. Going to be asked, did you see the clothes being stolen? Did you see the clothes that were there? And do you know the colors of the clothes that were stolen? I don't know. I've not been into the boutique here and there. I know that this is the ones that have been taken out. I don't know how and which place that kind of a French fry box was placed. I could not know such. But the real effect of the day, I don't accusate anything unto me that I refuse to go to the police because of your own benefit. That, okay, you want people to allegate others so as you can just bypass, and whenever I'll be put inside or be found in terms of such kind of the sarcasm, no, everybody talk about why did you get the false allegations from? So sometimes I have to gauge my words and gauge my actions. And they're talking about actions. The actions, it's them. Talk about we were attacked. Let's go to the police. Let me go and attack. Whenever Alex was attacked, and he went back to the police so as he can just report and get an OB and get some of the B3. Huh? Did he call that, oh, Ginto, I want you to take me to such kind of a place because of these people who attacked me? So it's you whom have been affected. Go and talk what you saw. And now come out and tell us, now, the next day we are going as a team so as we can be, but not Ginto to take you into the police and go and record the statement and be a witness. It can never happen to my life. Guys, back again to the route, and here we are. It's one-on-one live coverage, and we have Mr. Joseph again and to the G Castle here, and he's getting some rest here a little bit, and has gotten some of the luncheon from the staff here and there. How are you, Mr. Joseph?
Very fine.
Everything's good.
Very good.
Exactly. So how is life right now?
Life is very nice. And I'd like to come to greet you, Mr. Kintu.
Yeah, man.
I see that you are too busy now. You are making the roof.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Exactly.
So I want you to complete the walls, which is very nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I promised that there's a person who sent me a radio and talked about again to do whatever you want to do with the radio, and I don't do with small radios, and I saw it was one of the uniquest radios ever. This kind of a radio, some people have ever checked it, and this is how it is. And it's just a manual operation. It has a solar system here, and also it has a torch here, and also it has a manual charging. People from the USA, you know it about it, and I thought about you was the one who was talking about okay, sometimes there's no electricity, sometimes I'm getting much of the hard time for me to charge the light there and there. So but today we have a radio which has talk about the lighting, has a solar to charge. You can just put onto the sun whenever you are just a little bit relaxing there, and you get something which is so good. So whenever it's just sitting and cherishing a little bit, you will just pick it this way. Whenever it's just looking on how the people are passing alongside the road, or how the people, or how the life is, it might be tuning this way a little bit and charging the radio. It will be so easy for him. And also it has the charging port here, and it has some charging port here, and also a USB port there, so you can put a flash, and also you can charge it using the normal chargers. And also it has an FM. You can hear it. It has an area. It has an area here. it can tune and it can get much of the stations here. So it's gonna be working. So it will be so easy for him to handle, and it's just a simple thing, a simple tool. You can just hold like a lighting and you can make it happen. So for him, it's a courtesy that it came to me, and I decided that I'm not using always this kind of the small radios here. So it will be just so good for him. And this for my courtesy that I was told, begin to do what you want to do with it. It could just be mine, or I can just give to a person who I intend. But I had promised that if you can just get a little bit of something, I can just give it to him. And today he has just got the present one-on-one. So this
Very
is
nice.
your courtesy now. So do you know how to operate now?
You can see me how I can operate it.
Okay. You want a radio FM. You
Yes.
put the aerial up this
Yes.
way.
Mhm.
Then you make sure that we have off,
Yes.
off, and on. No, now this kind of a button is an off and on.
Yeah.
So it has a volume here. So whenever you can hear it has a starting kick. You
Yes.
can just hear the starting kick here, guys. This
Yes.
way. Yeah. So that's a radio. You can hear now, eh? So the more you turn this kind of like a wheel like or a turning, you can hear that it is increasing the voice or lowering the voice, eh?
Yes.
So it's the one. Now this one of the left side here, it's for tuning the FM, to find the FM. So you can see there's a stuff here which is moving, eh?
Yes.
You can hear it. You can hear it, eh?
Yes.
You can hear it, eh?
Yeah.
So again, to close it, you have to tune this kind of the volume turning.
Lift
Then
up.
it will shut.
Yes.
You'll hear then
Yes.
you'll have shut. So you just return again the antenna. Then it has a solar. Then you can just take this kind of talk about this stuff from there. So now it's a brand new here, and it will just start charging, because you can see there's a red spot coming from inside here. It's now charging, and it has a light here.
Yes.
You can press the light this way and this way, so it has a light and everything. So it has a manual charging, which is a manual reboot charging. So you can turn it this way. Haya, chukua hii kitu ulete pande hii ya nyuma. Fungua tu hivi, yeah. Now iweke hivi.
Yes.
Then shikilia radio hivi, chukua na hii mkono hapa hivi, shikilia kaka kitu, zungusha.
Or like this.
Yeah. Turn it quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you are charging, manual charging.
Okay.
Yeah, you are charging the radio.
How much time I can?
No, now until now you feel that you are now your hand is feeling tired.
Oh.
So you can turn it as quickly as possible. So the more you turn, the more the charging, eh?
Okay.
The more you turn, the more the charging.
I understand you now.
Exactly. So the more you charge it, the more you turn it, the more you are charging it. Eh? So it will charge until whenever you hear that, okay, it's now enough for me, I'm tired. You and close it again, then you ignite the radio, then you continue.
Very nice.
Exactly.
Then
So
I start to search the...
yeah, you start with the other button.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's your radio right
very
now,
nice.
and I think it's gonna be helping. So it's 2 in 1. So you might be using in lighting and also as a radio, because of the lonely you are, you're gonna be finding that it's gonna help you so much. And that is my courtesy that I was given to make sure that's like a surprise, but I've decided to give you, because to me, I have so other things to. I have a radio that I can just have, like this one here is a little bit smaller, and this one, the ones that we are having as the Gen Z, it's a little bit a radio that you can talk about. It's over high volumes. This one doesn't have high volumes, and it cannot affect him because of the age. You can just hear the volume of it. That's the volume. You can hear it. You can hear the volume, eh? You can lower the volume using this kind of a key. Yeah. So the volume is not bad. It cannot have to interfere with the eardrums and making sure that you're gonna be so good. So everything gonna be so fantastic, guys. This is the courtesy that came from the United States, and I was told that Gintu, and this was the package that I was telling you that it came and it was delivered to much of one of the person who is supporting I am Marwa, and it was a very hard work for it to come. But the guy called me himself and talked about, oh, Ginto, I have your surprise. But much of the group, like Lady J was talking about, oh, don't give it to those kind of the people. They are just people who are just making sure that we have not to get such kind of the things. But to the date, I have it because of the courtesy that we have respect, and things gonna be getting out clear. Thank you very much, our mom, who have just helped us with this kind of a thing. And also a Gillette came, and I saw that the Gillette was a manual Gillette. I gave it to my dad, because I ever saw that kind of a Gillette, the one that you can put a laser blade. Somebody can just get it. So I gave it to my dad, and I saw it very many years ago when I was a small boy in primary school. I ever saw such kind of a things, and we are stealing my father. My father will never relax a little bit there. We go and snatch, and we talk about, oh, this is looking like a rake. Whenever we are playing with sand, we are just scooping it like using a rake. You can understand the childhood time. So whenever I saw it, and this one, it's much manual, and I ever saw this kind of a gadget very many years ago. My brother had such kind of a radio that whenever he was coming at home, we were turning it, turning, and telling us, now I want to charge a battery. You know, sometimes in the previous time, we had some radios that had a battery, a very big black battery, and you have to charge it manually. So my brother took such kind of a radio and a stuff here, and it's like a thermo here, and we were now turning. It tells us now turn. It's charging other batteries, so as you can just light the lightings. During that time, it was a struggle for electricity, so we were just making sure that everything is so fantastic. For this one, guys, thank you very much for everyone who's being tuned, and you can see whatever anything that you just place onto my hand, it's gonna be getting to the real people whom are intended to get such kind of the gadget or the surprise that has been already launched and to Ginto's position. Thank you very much, and God bless to everyone who has been tuned and locked in to make sure that we are being supported and we can make it happen. This is just the beginning. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. And now you will just operate. So it is easy.
Yes,
so you will not get it today only because of the age. I know sometimes sometimes even the brain, sometimes the denominator is sometimes lowering. So you will get it small. You understand now? Exactly. So that one will help you a little bit, and just cherish with it. So I added anything that's going to be coming in your own courtesy. I'm going to be making sure that I develop it and get it to you.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
I thanks for what I have got.
Yeah.
And I thanks much for Mr. Ginto.
Yeah.
So I think we are all ready to help each other any time.
Exactly.
So I thanks much.
Thank you.
Indeed. One day we can march. Thanks. The Lord is with us.
Kudos and salute to everyone, and this is the courtesy that's going to be coming from It's_Ginto. Keep it locked.